Hello everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Rafael and thank you for watching today's video. And today I want to show you actually my new build. It's a hybrid build because it has both decent damage but very good heals as well. This build is for solo players. If you try to use this in a group of 4, you will probably struggle a lot because of the way that the enemy's health and enemy's armor scales and becomes much more like hard to kill enemies when you're in a group of 4 compared to when you play solo. So I wouldn't recommend you using it there because it will not be good for both for you. You'll not have a good time, but your teammates will actually hate you. So I will show you a very short clip of the healings and how like good they are. They're not the greatest. They're definitely better repair skills out there, but for a hybrid build I think it's pretty decent. So I will let the clip and we will be right back. So as you saw in the clip there, the repairs are decent, I would say, and the damage is decent as well. So you can like count on your repair skills and on your shield to keep you alive, but you can also count on your damage to kill enemies. It doesn't take that much bullets to kill enemies. So let's see what we got here. Now I have a couple of synergies, so this video will actually be longer than most of my videos, but let's get started. So the first thing that you will see that I'm using is the mechanical animal, is the AR with the Future Perfection talent. Weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds, and the overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. Now as you can see over here, I just have 3 skill tier. So as soon as I get my Future Perfection like at max with the 3 stacks, I will have skill tier 6. Now what does that mean? So as you can see here, my healing, the healing hive here, the restore hive, whatever it's called, it's healing at the moment with 3 skill tiers for 119,000 per micro repair drone or whatever. I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, for repair charge, it's a repair that you will get. It will repair you for 200k. Now as soon as I get 3 kills, and I actually proc my future, my Future Perfection over here, and we get to skill tier 6, we will get 247 per healing, 247k per repair charge, which is not that much of a difference, but it's like pretty okay. The same goes for our shield. So you can see here, the health of my shield right now is 3,300,000. As soon as I get 3 kills, that will change to, let's see here, to 4,600,000, which again, it's not a huge difference, but it makes like an okay difference, I would say. It basically doubles our skill tiers here. So instead of having tier 3, we have it at tier 6. So it's pretty decent, I would say. So the tier 3 gives us 12 repairs, 60% healing, 30% range, and 30% drone speed and health for the overall hive. The tier 6, however, gives us, 24 repair charges, the double amount of healing, double amount of range, and the double health. So pretty much it doubles our our healing hive here, and our shield. Now let's move on to my secondary here is the tactical AUG AP3. You can use pretty much whatever you like. I decided to go with an SMG for closer ranges and to get the preservation for extra repairs, which is, I think it just helps with the overall keeping us alive. Now if we go to the items, you will see that we have the Coyote mask here. Of course, we want weapon damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and critical hit damage. Because this is a hybrid build, we want to have both damage and repairs. The second red item that we have here is the battle gloves, the Petrov defense group. If you can get these gloves here with weapon damage, repair skills, and critical hit chance on a Sokolov piece, then you should definitely go for a Sokolov piece, because we're actually using SMG, not LMG. But because this piece over here has 3 guard rolls, I decided to like sacrifice the 10% extra SMG damage for the extra repair skills and the critical hit chance. Moving on the knee pads, we have the Fenris Group AB with the assault rifle damage, with also 15% weapon damage, 6% critical hit chance, and some headshot damage. This just is like, we just want this piece for the 10% assault rifle damage and the 15% weapon damage, because we're using the main, our main weapon in this build is the mechanical animal, as I told you already, which is an AR, and we want to boost its damage. And now we have as our vest, we have the Gila Guard. Now the reason that I decided to go for the Gila Guard is because we actually have good healing, but no matter how good of a healing you have, if you don't have at least like close to 1 million armor, if you're like at 500k armor, then your heals will not be as useful, because at the end of the day your armor is very little, and you'll end up dying very fast. So I wanted to get a little bit more armor, and the Gila Guard of course is the brand set to use if you want to get more armor, because it has the 5% total armor, max attribute total armor over here, repair skills almost at max roll with 19.2%, 10% explosive resistance, and I have another attribute here for incoming repairs, 17%. And as my talent, I decided to go with Obliterate, because what the Obliterate actually does is it boosts our weapon damage. Now as you can see here, critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 15 times. Now if we go to our stats, you will see that at the moment we have 43% critical hit chance with the AR and 52% critical hit chance with the SMG, which means that when we proc our Coyote mask over here, the 10% extra critical hit chance, we will reach at least 53% with the AR, and 63% we will actually reach the max, which is 60% with the SMG. So we will be able to stack Obliterate very fast and very easy, right? So we will gain an extra 15% weapon damage from here, because we have sacrificed 2 core attributes to skill tiers and 1 core attribute to armor. So we want to get extra weapon damage, and the Obliterate is pretty much like having an extra core attribute of weapon damage, so 15% weapon damage. So that's what I'm using for my chest piece. Moving on to the Axle backpack. Now here comes the interesting part. As you can see here, I have 20% repair skills, 1 skill tier, 6.5% weapon handling, which is like okay, whatever, and then we have 20% repair skills and 20% repair skills again. But my talent here is something that I don't see a lot of people using. It's a composer. While in cover, increases total weapon damage by 15%. Okay, so back when I was recording the build, I totally forgot to show you the holster. The holster is I have one piece of Richter and Kaiser GmbH or whatever it's called for the 20% incoming repairs and the +1 skill tier, and we also have max roll of critical hit chance and critical hit damage. So let's go right back to talk about the composer and the playstyle that you should use with this build. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the composer and how I'm using this build in order to make it as efficient as possible, right? I'm gonna go through what I'm thinking when I'm playing this build, when I'm using this build, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So most of the times what I want to do is like start the fight by going behind cover, right, and dropping down my healing hive. That means that I will get my heals, right, but also what that means is that I will be able to proc composure because I'm behind cover. I will be able to get my 15% extra weapon damage from obliterate, right. And those two things, those two talents, my chest talent and my backpack talent, will actually give me that 30% extra weapon damage, which will allow me to kill enemies faster than I would if I didn't use them, right? And because I will be able to kill enemies very fast, I will be able to actually proc my weapon talent, my future perfection, I even forgot the name, but the weapon talent that gives me 3 extra skill tiers. Now as soon as I do that, I know that my shield is very OP, I know that my heals are very OP, and I know that I can be like messing around a little bit more. I can like get out of cover, take out my SMG, start running around with the shield out, start playing without like being that much careful, right? As you can see here in the gameplay, my shield with my healing with my healing hive on the ground, which means that my healing hive will actually heal my shield and then will heal me. It's when I have my skill tier 6, of course, it's a very powerful combo and it can keep me alive very like most of the times. In the earlier clip that I saw you in the beginning of the video, I end up dying, but that was because I was getting shot from 3-4 different angles and I was getting shot from everywhere. I couldn't like help it but die there. I played a very bad I got myself in a very bad position. But as you can see in the gameplay in the background right now, if you use it right, if you play a little bit careful, so to say, not very careful, if you just like make sure that you cannot get shot from behind, you can play very relaxed. You just pull out your shield, take out your SMG if you want to, because you know that for the next 19 seconds you will have the tier skill 6. You can take out your SMG, which gives you like another 10% repairs every time you take a kill, and also has higher damage than your AR, and you can have a lot of fun playing it. Now of course that doesn't mean that that's the only way you can play it. If the situation asks for it, you can always stay behind cover. If you have to, you might not enter cover at all and you just might go out with your shield for whatever reason. Everyone can play the way that he wants or she wants, and the way that each and every one of you guys enjoy playing the game. But that's just like how I like to use it, and that's just how I came up with this build. Drop down your hive, go behind cover so you have that 30% extra weapon damage with composure and obliterate, stack up your weapon talent so you can have extra skill tiers, and then you have very powerful shield, very powerful healings. You can play more freely, so to say. Anyways guys, that was it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, and if you did, please make sure to drop a like and to subscribe for more. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.